It is Friday. Hell yeah. Took today off though. I didn't need it. I deserved it. I didn't get like too wild though last night. I did have like one of the best Pina Coladas of my fucking life. I had a great night, but I only had one Pina Colada. I only had one drink because that's what I could afford. I smoked a fuck ton though because if you hang out with some of the dudes I hang out with, Stevie especially, I'm looking at you. You're not here, but I'm thinking. Because last night I got to judge on the obituary battle, which was a treat for me. Basil, Camus, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that last name. Did a show with Jim Chong, Jim T. Chong, because I saw her from Jim. With Jim Chong, like at where is it, in Rancho Cordova. So the way the show is, I've never done a show like this or heard of one even like this. The comics had to write each other's obituaries, and I will say well matched comics. All the comics were like good writing, pair ups. Plus, it's just a really crazy concept, and it was fun to see how the comics took the prompt, because I got to judge, because I had, like I said before, if people know, like all my plans cast. I miss you too. Oh shit, I can see this time. Thank you. I know. Oh man, show my toes. They did like rainbow toes, because I am gonna wear sandals as long as I can. Hell yeah! I have a chunk of time free now. Like, so tomorrow at like fucking 10 p.m. I have a show, like a weird streaming show. But before that, are you guys free tomorrow? I will message you. Hell yeah, I'll message you. I am free until like 10 p.m. tomorrow, and I have no idea what I'm going to do to keep myself busy until then, because I have to do something. Good luck at work. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I am going to message you about tomorrow. All right, let's see. So yesterday, the obituary battle thing, and I got to judge, and that was kind of my first time doing a judging thing. So I do a lot of roast battles for Roast Battle Bay Area, but I've never been a judge, although it's one of my goals. It's not something I thought I would be good at, but after last night, I really am thankful for that experience of kind of trying to get to judge, because like I always knew if I judge, I'm going to want to do notes, because I smell this Cali weed good, but also I took up a piece of paper to write my notes, because I thought if I took up a phone, it would look more like I was texting in class, and I always kind of feel like that's rude. But to be honest, like the handwriting does look better, but like I would be able to type my notes quicker in a phone. It's like, I don't know. I'll figure something out. I do hope to judge something again. I feel like I'm a good judge. I'm not judgmental. That's why I'm a good judge. And the whole goal, maybe I'll just add it to the verbal autobiography thing. I have it on my YouTube channel right now, but it's private with all my other stand-up videos, which I usually keep private because there are a lot of them, and most of them are right from the beginning. And people could steal my jokes. I'll write more jokes. All of them, like working on eventually 3 hours. An hour and a half of clean, and then an hour and a half of dirty. And then those will be the 2 specials I'm guaranteed. And then I'll figure out, maybe I'll have 11 specials. Who even knows? But I'll grow like a little pimple by my nose thing. All right, let's see. So the obituary battle, awesome. And it is on YouTube. Basil posted it. I don't know if it's unlisted though, but I think I will maybe upload. I wanted to kind of like edit out like some of the good clips and things, but it was an awesome night. And if you guys ever see a posting for an obituary battle with comics, I highly recommend it. Like, what audience we had enjoyed their time. If we had more, we would have gotten more laughs. It's a matter of sheer people. It was a good show. And a fun time to be a judge. I'm so impressed with my fellow comics and writers in this scene. As we had, like, I got to judge comics who started before me, like, quite a bit. Like, actually, like, Julian Lacrosse, pretty influential, or some of the people that give me the most, like, stage time at the beginning of my starting comedy. And then also some of the newer comics, I guess, would be, this is the year 2024, I guess would be the 2024 comics. They started before I like met them around 2024, maybe even late 2023. And just how impressive in writing, like, everyone is. Also, shit, like, big life events as well. Nate Schaub, who is now engaged, hell yeah. I got a April wedding date. People sleep on April. They all think it's about June, but, like, April's a beautiful time for a wedding. So that's, Andre has a daughter. She's only growing up older, more funny, more beautiful. Well, no, that's hard. Man, beautiful baby, beautiful adults. Because they are all beautiful people. But yeah, it's cool to see just, good writing, just off the cuff funniness, just the characters out there in that scene are awesome. I do recommend Roast Battle, where you get to see a lot of them, and the battle format is always entertaining, I think, and very unique for a comedy show. But also come see the comedy shows where we do our sets, because we have funny jokes, and then we can meet you guys. You can start out as fans, but all the fans become friends. Plus, we need your set. Like, we need regular people's sense of humor. Like, we have jokes, but honestly, like, I mean, I know I'm funny. It's a scientific fact. That's what I open with, so I don't want to run the whole bit there. But, like, come out and see me. I do know it is a fact. However, there's very little. The fact of me being funny matters if there aren't people out there who have a sense of humor. So, senses of humor. Come out. Bring more senses of humor. Like, stop going to movies. Only come to comedy shows. Alright, I'm probably going to start this autobiography thing again, because I'm running out of recap. Oh no, I should say what I'm doing tonight. So, a deviation of plans for the next 4 days, but it did work out for me in that, getting to judge on the obituary battle, which was just an utter delight last night. And then tonight I am going to, I don't know if a lot of people might have heard of the Shock Collar comedy show, where comics have to wear a dog collar and get shocked. But I'm going to go watch the show. It's been in a few different places. I think they did Barrel Proof one time for sure. Barrel Proof in Santa Rosa. But they're doing it in Reno tonight. And, I don't know if it's the same people, but same concept. And I'm going to go watch it. So it works out. Because I've yet to see the show. I know several people who were on it in, like, Sacramento. Or, I guess, Petaluma. Or, no. Santa Rosa. I don't know if there's been one in Sacramento yet. I do not know. Alright. I know, it's funny the faces you make when you... Well, now everyone knows them. This is my real shit. It's still real cute. I'm going to give it to myself. I need the compliment, so I am going to give myself the compliment I need. I look cute even when I make funny makeup faces. Alright. They were asking me my thoughts on... Oh, no. It was at random. So, things that I've been known to do in my sleep. Let's see. I've definitely drooled in my sleep. Not regularly. Usually that's like something that will happen if I fall asleep in a weird position. Like, where I'm like... There's been a few times in the past where I would be like, oh man, I don't want to like have to really do my hair in the morning, so I want to try and sleep on it in a way where it's still going to look kind of cute when I get up. And then I totally will drool on those nights. It's hard to keep my head in a position. I have hit and kicked in my sleep because of the epic dreaming. But not too often, because I smoke a lot of weed, and weed helps with epic dreaming. I don't know if I've laughed in my sleep. I sleep alone, I'm only, maybe some of this stuff, I'm only able to confirm things that I've had evidence of, like drool, and then people telling me that I hit and kicked, but also waking up in the middle of hitting and kicking. As far as I know, I'm not an open eye sleeper. I have woken myself up screaming before, but it wasn't like anything dark. It was just like spiders in the bed, but there weren't. Oh, and I had one. I woke up screaming one time because I thought there was a fish in the bed, like a goldfish. I don't think I don't know if I sing in my sleep. I don't think so. I don't know if I smile in my sleep. I don't snore, but there's always like the chance if you're just congested as all motherfucking fuck that you're just not going to be able to breathe without making a noise because like everything is blocked. But I am so blessed as not to get sick that often like that. And then I assume I talk in my sleep because of the like hitting, kicking, screaming thing, but I really usually if like hit and kick someone in your sleep, that's what they talk about rather than how you talk in your sleep. All right. Types of homes you've lived in. House. I live in a house right now. Oh gosh. The other things are like, yeah, I'm just gonna say like a house, but the other things, I'm so thankful it's not a tent. I like other tents on here. You have the biggest issues with which of the following, and it is, oh man, these are like pretty much my jokes. I have the biggest issue of these with headaches, I guess. Oh man, I feel pretty good. If I try and be healthy, things will go that way. But I have definitely had a history of not trying to be healthy. And by history, I mean like maybe earlier today, maybe 2 days ago. It's like an ongoing battle. It's a self-love thing. And, you know, we all have our vices as well. And they are so pleasurable. Although like, okay, so some of the things on here, like constipation, diarrhea, all of that. Like if I engage in eating disorder shit, fuck yeah, I fuck on my stomach. You have to eat when you're not hungry and stop eating when you're still hungry. And it sounds so simple, but it is so fucking hard. See, art forms you tried your hand at. I fucking love the creative stuff. So basically, like, definitely acting, never done architecture, love crafts, have done culinary, especially in the form of baking. Not really so much like dance other than just like dancing around. Definitely have done drawing, never done landscaping, music because I was forced to in college as part of like the like early childhood kind of program. You had to do like an early childhood music, painting, photography. I've done painting, photography, I mean selfies. Sometimes I take pictures of other shit, maybe not so much professionally, but like I've taken pictures. Never really done sculpting. Oh man, I have a battle with sewing because I would benefit so much from being a sewer, being able to sew, and oh man, the patches I would have on everything. Oh, sorry, I have no way to see. Again, my eyesight is like up to still. So singing, I can read to about here, and then everything kind of gets blurry after that point. I've never done woodworking. And I love writing. All right, that's a new one. Looks like this next page is about movies. And that's dope. I don't think I'm going to do eyeshadow today. So I'll probably just be finishing on movies. But we'll see. Because I might not. They give like 6 spaces, but I'm not writing. This is the verbal autobiography. That's why it's live. So I don't have to write this shit down. It'll be a record of me. All right. Movies I like. Well, I'll start with one of my favorite movies, Jaws. I love the movie Jaws. What a classic. It's the first scary movie I ever saw. And I thought it was real, so I cried. And then when they blew up the shark, I cried harder because I just didn't want anything to die. But then when I found out it was a movie, I was like, well, that was fucking amazing. Like, that is the excitement from that. And then after that, I was always into horror movies. Although they never scared me like Jaws because I always knew they were fake after that. So Jaws, my favorite character in Jaws would, Captain Quint for fucking sure. Fuck the people who say the shark. Captain Quint is a goddamn badass. He almost climbed out of that shark. Where did you see it? For the first time, I saw it in my living room. Who did you see it with? My parents. And what did you like about this film? I thought it was real and it terrified me beyond. I was like, why are we just watching this guy get eaten and not do anything? Like, I was very young. I think it's probably one of my earliest memories. Because it's like after that, I remember always knowing movies are fake. That's like the movie I learned movies were fake with. Let's see. I was like, what other ones to talk about? I'm like, shit. I love so many movies, and now all of a sudden I'm not having any pop into my head. And now I'm like worried I'm going to say a movie that pops in my head, and then like that's going to be labeled my favorite movie, and really it's not. It's just that it pops into my head. So I guess we're not ending on movies. I'm going to turn to the next page on this thing. And I am not doing eyeshadow today. I'm going to do sparkles because that is my vibe beyond the summer now. My goal is to leave random sparkles everywhere I go, along with pieces of my hair. And then when I die, that's how I'm going to haunt people too. Just leave sparkles and pieces of my hair. All right, it's another most and least favorite. As if you've ever been a part of this before, you know I have a hard time with the least favorites. Though, I guess not always. I got to go back and watch that. Well, sometimes, I'm so sorry if you're listening. The sound of my own voice is like, eh. But you know how, like, when you're in control of your own pain, it doesn't really hurt that bad? And honestly, like, the different thing about these versus sometimes my stand-up is when I'm watching my stand-up, I have so much in my head about how I want a joke to go. But when I'm listening to this, I'm like, I guess that's just me rattling off bullshit. It's not the worst thing. Definitely wouldn't, like, sometimes I'll be like, man, I just wish someone shoots me in the face, like, cuts off my tongue so I shut up. But honestly, no. That person would be a dick if they did that. All right. Oh my God. So it's so funny. Your least and most favorite is book for young people. And last time they asked my favorite and least favorite book, and I just answered for young people. So again, repeat, Lemony Snicket, Danielle Handler. And then, also Louis Sacker is Who Did Holes is a good kid author too. And then, least favorite would be Harry Potter. And then, I did think, man, I'm forgetting the name of it. I read some dystopian book. They had like a movie with it. It wasn't Hunger Games. It was like, but it was so cheesy. All right. Color to wear. At least. So some of these I'm not even color to wear for sure. I like to wear all the colors. That's why I even kind of collect a lot of rainbowy stuff. I really fucking love color. When I've been really depressed, like one of the things that I would almost kind of use to try and lift myself up, like get out of bed and everything, would be like color. Like I like to surround myself with color. Color definitely is something I use to uplift myself. I also like to believe that there are colors I've never seen. And when I am a ghost, I will definitely be seeing those colors. But I can wait. I have a hell of stuff to do. Like finish my makeup. And I'm not really as depressed these 30s. Well, I guess I don't know. It's been good to grow. All right, least and most favorite first lady. I've never thought about my least and most favorite first lady, but Michelle Obama, absolutely my favorite. Because, like, that episode of South Park, that was badass. Like Ocean's 11 one, that was when I was in high school. Like, well, I was a senior, so I was like almost able to vote. Some people could, but I couldn't. But I don't know, That was like the last time I was passionate about politics. Now, I am passionate about my passions. Least favorite first lady? The fucking war on drugs, bitch. That was the whole thing I was talking about yesterday. Adding so much evil to the world. We shouldn't add war. It's like, it's more about love. Like, so, but then also, you know, I don't know if she's alive or not, but I do hope if she is alive, like, peace and joy to her. And if she's dead, I hope she's at peace. But, like, I'm sure, like, she did it out of what she thought was a good place, but huge fucking mistake. We need to start undoing all of this now. The politicians that go for, like, well, that's not true, because we just have, like, the libertarians, and they're crazy as fuck. Although the first time, fun fact, the first time I ever registered to vote, I registered as a libertarian. I was a high school anarchist. But then a libertarian now is something that I was like, I guess I never understood it. Least and most favorite grade in school. I had a lot of good grades. Third grade was fun. My mom was my teacher, and we were good. I don't know. It was a good class of, like, friends. It seemed like back then, like, it was a public elementary school, but we still went on a lot of cool field trips and stuff, like way more than my students got to go on when I was a teacher. I'm way just, like, less funding in schools now. That's sad. And then my least favorite grade, oh yeah, I would say it would be a hard tie between 7th and 8th, but like 8th was worse than 7th. So like, but there were things in the 8th that were bad, but made me a stronger person that like added. So it's like, okay, that was a good year of learning. Middle school is fucking miserable. Oh my gosh, I am so lucky. I'm pretty damn sure middle school was the worst time of my life, and my life is dope for that. But, like, that's why I hate exercise, because fuck PE. Okie dokie. Actually, I am going to do sparkles. Not eyeshadow, like, on my eyes, but I'm going to do them like sparkles. And so, that is the end of this verbal autobiography. If you watched, I'm sorry I can't see you. Thank you so much. If you stopped in, stopped out, thank you so much. I like to leave a record of myself. If you're here, I do it for you. If you're not here, I still love you. And I would do things for you. I don't always know what to do. When I come back to this, let me see, I'm that. I'm going to talk about cake. Least and most favorite kinds of cakes and pies, colognes, presidents, soups, teachers, and things to shop for. Fun. All right. Friday. Hell yeah, Fri-Yay. I hope everyone has a really good one. And I love everyone. I'm sorry if you don't think I show it. I do. Hell yeah. See some of you soon. Some of you, I don't know. Still, little pieces of heart all over the world.